Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video on the cons of wheel spacers. What we got is an 04 F150 with 2-inch wheel spacers all around and -55 offset on the wheels. We've had these for about 2 years now, and we've had 2 wheel bearing complete failures on both the left and the right side of the truck. Let's take a look at what I mean by complete failures. As you can see, this is in 2 pieces, and it should not be. This right here, this is casted with this piece right here. This is one solid piece of metal, and as you can see, it's completely failed. It's completely shared in 2, and this happened both on the driver's side and the passenger side. The driver's side was the original wheel bearing with 200,000 miles on it, and this wheel bearing here is about 2 or 3 months old, and it had no miles on it when we put it on. And ultimately, this is a very expensive repair. This wheel bearing itself, or this wheel hub assembly itself, on A1 Auto is about $120, and you're going to get to buy a new rotor as well, because it completely destroys the rotor when this happens. The good thing is the last 2 times it's happened to us, the wheel has not completely fallen off. That rotor and brake assembly is all that's holding it on. So not only do you get to buy, like I said, a rotor, you get to buy new brake pads as well. Let's cover the wheel spacers a little bit, because I know there's some different ones out there, and sometimes people get confused. The ones that we have, these are 2-inch wheel spacers, 5 by 5.5, and these are from Supreme Suspension. And they talk about concentric wheel spacers and non-concentric wheel spacers. And ultimately what that means is this lip on the wheel hub with a concentric, the wheel spacer itself is machined so that it sits on there tight, so that what happens is when you put the wheel spacer on the hub assembly, you can see how on the inside the hub assembly sits tight and snug against the wheel spacer. That's concentric. The non-concentric ones, what happens is that wheel spacer is not machined to such tight tolerances, and ultimately it can sit on there cocked a little bit, and then you'll have wheel issues with it. It'll feel like the wheel's out of balance because it's not perfectly centered on the wheel hub. Also, some of the Chinese ones, they seem to have a lot of problems with snapping the studs. We've had no problems with these studs. Like I said, these are from Supreme Suspension. They've been on at least a few years. They're starting to get corroded. We torque these with a torque wrench every time we take them off and put them on to 150 foot-pounds, just like the manual says, and we have had no issues whatsoever with them. We didn't have to cut any of the studs. They've always lined up just fine. If you do decide to put these on, make sure you use Loctite on the lugs hooking the wheel spacer to the wheel hub assembly, because it says that in the directions. Ultimately, do I think that these are a good idea? No, I don't think that they're a good idea, but they do look cool. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, and see what comes out next. Thanks.